Thanks. All right, we're going to messages into the Q&A. So blessings, here we go. Greetings, this is Archangel Michael. Blessings. Sending you energies. Moment. Yes, it's a great amount of changes, especially in the New York area. I guess some of them are giving a wake up call to what's to come. Doesn't mean that there's going to be a massive change, but a cultural change over time. Eventually, more truths can be said without being censored. It's going to slowly occur. There's a lot of censorship because many are just having difficulties accepting the truth, but eventually the truth will prevail. And you kind of need that now, especially in cultures especially in the US is shifting, but it's more real with itself, the more it can heal itself and also the world itself. And also for less corruption on the planet eventually, less to be hidden. So it's not something that happens quickly, but it's something that's going more into your energy field. So blessings. Greetings. The Arcturians, blessings, send you energies. We're just here for a short message. There's a difference between, obviously the energy realms and the physical. The physical sometimes wants a certain outcome and can't always get it. Yes, like psychic spying and things like that. Because the physical wants to do that. What is this person doing? What is that person doing? And there's only so much the energy realms can tell you. It's like, there's privacy there, but many still spy anyway, or they get somebody to spy for them. So there's some learning that has to be done there eventually. There are things you're allowed to know to a certain level, yes, but someone to know the mind, the thoughts, the time period, or timing, everything, and that gets that crosses a line. But apparently, some still have a lot to learn from that. It's just it's going on. I mean, obviously, the spirit realms still have a lot to figure out for themselves too. But they can't always see what others are doing either, even in the higher dimensions. Even if you are a non-physical entity, there's only there's blockages everywhere. So even as they say, even in the spirit realms, where you're before you incarnate, the incarnation realm, you can only see so much. So blessings. Brings you. We are the star Polaris. So sending you energies. We have been here before. A time ago, basically, we're an energy field. Yes, we are in your star system. You can look us up. We're somewhere in your constellation list. But basically, we're just an energy field. We are 9-dimensional beings. We do assist with human health or even health of the universe. Yes, of course, there's always star beings that are learning from each other, taking energy from each other, whatever it might be. They're still going through their motions of figuring themselves out. Of course, Earth is one of the tough, not the test. There are other places that are more complicated. But this one's like mentally complicated and physically, but a lot of it's mental. And when the mental, mind finally calms down and simplifies, more simplicity. Basically, you can see more clearly, but obviously it's difficult here. It's like there's a storm of thoughts, as many of you know. So many of you are sitting back, taking it easy, so you can get a better visualization of things, but others are having trouble with that, as you know. So because they want this now, I wanted it yesterday, and so on. I'm here to answer your questions also when you're ready. Blessings.
Blessings, Polaris. Greetings.
Greetings.
Welcome back to you. I don't know if being complicated is something we should be bragging about, but at some point we got to start sorting some of our stuff out. But thank you again for coming in. Up first this evening, we have Daria.
Hey there, Polaris.
Greetings.
I don't remember having you on board, but it's nice to meet you. Anyways, my first question is, I have this cooler machine for body treatments, and I was receiving like messages, maybe even my intuition like said that I should buy like a uh overload voltage, like to not overload the machine, but I just in time couldn't make it, so I overloaded with voltage, I guess, my cooler machine, and I have to fix it at this center. And actually the display is functioning, and the machine is functioning, but the display isn't. So just wanted to know if it's going to be okay, because that's my baby in the house.
Yeah, it feels like it'll be okay. I mean, technically you can use it without the monitor, but I guess you kind of need it.
Yeah, I need it.
Yeah, so but yeah, it just needs some. It's kind of a complicated machine, but yeah, it does take on a while. You can say mechanically when it was built, it could have been made simpler, but that's okay. Yeah, somebody will find a way to fix it. Might take some time though.
Yeah, because I will like deliver it to those who can do this machine. So I just yeah, it will probably take some time. But anyways, my second question is: do you have any fine messages from your collective to me that you see from your perspective?
There's a music realm you're connected to, bringing like certain thoughts and even rhythms here, not showing who exactly. I guess Katy Perry comes to mind for some reason. But well, she has a lot of symbolism in her stuff. I mean, there's some control there, but even when there's control, there's also an awakening there also. So just it's just something you do in the back.
In the backlog, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. Yeah. In the backlog.
Something
well,
like that, yes.
I will connect to Kate Perry then. Was it Kate Perry? Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Thank you.
Yes,
cool.
Blessings. Very interesting. I just got a few things, but I don't want to say them publicly.
Yes,
up next we got Yuria.
Greetings, Polaris.
Greetings.
What is my connection to you guys?
There's a feline connection, even a feline being. We're energy beings. We can take different forms, and one of them was a feline energy. Basically, it's like going to a spiritual bath. So we came to our realm just to clear out the universe's energies.
Okay, nice. I have another question.
Yes.
Yeah. I have another question about there is this guy I was dating. His name is Christian, and he's taking a lot of my space in my headspace. And I don't know why, but do you know how I can clear his energy out?
Yeah, you're both getting contract with him. You clear. Yeah, you cut any type of cords. You can also mirror his energy back to him. Like you visualize a mirror in front of you, and you mirror. He sees his reflection. You can say you just can't. It's kind of an attack. It isn't necessarily trying to. I guess he's just thinking about you while he just going through some hard times, you could say. I don't think he's trying to do anything malicious, technically.
Okay.
So
So
he's just going through
he's
lots.
thinking about me. I'm
Yeah.
thinking about him. Wow.
Yeah, it's just you can also visualize him, throw him in some water to maybe that can clear his energy out.
Oh, nice.
By cleanse him just to get him out of your head.
Yeah, I hope that will help. Thank you a lot.
Yes, of course. Blessings.
Blessings.
Okay, thank you. Up next, we've got Silverclaw.
Hello, greetings. My first question is, I work in massage, and I wanted to know how many clients you recommend I see in a week. I don't want to hurt myself and learn the hard way, so I was thinking 20 sessions maximum.
Yeah, 20 or 15. Yeah, that seems to be it depends
Healthy.
on how much energy you give it to. Yeah, it's all, yeah, it should be okay as long as you don't exhaust yourself. Yeah, 20. Yeah, that's sufficient. That should be okay.
It seems like it could be up to 25. Is that like too, like, would I hurt myself with that much?
No, you don't see it hurt yourself. No, it just might be just tired. That's all.
Just tired. Okay, all right. Well, that really helps, because I get paranoid because I'll feel like sore. So, and my next question is just any messages for me at this time.
Yeah, the summer it feels like it'll be a little slow, but I feel like it'll pick up midsummer. It just feels like, yeah, it just also you know you can work on also your manifesting. You focus on what you need and to just see how your powers develop. So blessings.
Well, thank you so much. Blessings.
Okay, thank you. Up next, we got Yuli.
Greetings. My first question is, what I've been doing in astral.
Becoming more independent, it seems.
Mm-hmm.
There is actually an Egyptian energy you're connected to from your past.
Mm-hmm.
There's also an Anunnaki connection. There's an Enki energy there. Doesn't mean that you're around them often, but there seems like there's some. The Nazca lines are there. You're just like it's like you're connecting to your past. It seems.
Okay.
So, and there's a Mexican connection also, but it feels like there's places that, well, beings that cause difficulties here for society, and you were there and you saw it. So,
because I've been feeling very exhausted lately. Okay.
Yeah.
So, then my next question is, next Monday it will be my daughter's 26th birthday. Already she passed away, and I'm being very, very the grief is almost like it was the first day.
Yeah.
So I don't know if there's any messages about that.
Well, some of that's her energy.
Mm-hmm.
So she's kind of, not that she's reliving it, the situation. She's just, part of her wishes she was back in this reality. So yeah, it's good to just spend time for yourself, whatever you can do.
Is she doing okay, or how is she?
Well, she's like going through what you're going through. The date comes, your birthday comes, and she feels kind of stagnant. So she's with you that day.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, and blessings.
Yes. Blessings.
Yeah, blessings. Visit your mother on your birthday still. That's nice. Yeah. Up next, we've got Michael.
Greetings.
Yes.
I have someone real close to me that I've been teaching firearms, and I let this person shoot one of my assault rifles, and you can shoot it without ear protection, but anyway, it damaged her hearing. Do you see this being permanent or something that can get better over time?
It might get a little bit better, but I feel like there's a lot of damage done. So yeah, well, this is her lesson. So yeah, it doesn't look like it's going to get much better. I mean, in some levels, but it feels like it's still going to be damage there. That's what they were protection, though. So yeah.
And my second question is, Amanda. I've kind of been feeling her. There for a while, Novak was around a lot, but now I'm feeling Amanda around. Is anything that you can tell me about her?
I was just bringing feminine energies. Like you said, you had a female friend. She's just helping you bring in more of that feminine frequency. Because you've been going through a lot of heavy, tests, challenges in the past. So just helping you balance more feminine frequency. That's why she's there.
Oh, all right. Well, thank you so much.
Yes.
Bless.
Blessings.
Okay, thank you. Up next, we've got Annie.
Hi, greetings.
Thanks.
I was just wondering what I was doing in the astral because I don't know why, but I had a vision of the Statue of Liberty. And then I don't know what that was about. And then I got the feeling of big spiders. So I don't know if am I doing something? Like, I don't know what I'm doing in the astral.
Well, it has to do with the Canadian fire, the situation that's going on there. So it has to do, it's like you went to another dimension of another reality of like New York, you could say. And you can say there is some insectoid beings that are involved with what's going on in other dimensions. So you can say you're taking a look, you can say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Great. And then my second question is, I seem to be losing time where I'll wake up in the morning and I'll be like, oh, I'm just going to lay here and get up pretty soon. And then it's 2 hours later. So like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Well, there's an alien visit, but it feels like there's a zeta energy there. So it feels like it's also connected to your son. So he's there too. So whatever he's doing, there's some kind of you're with your star friends with that. So it has to do with where this year is going, what's coming up.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay, great. Thank you. Blessings.
Okay, thank you. Up next, we've got Crystal.
Greetings.
Yes, greetings.
Can you tell me what I'm doing in the astral? Because I've been finding that I've been enjoying my night dreams so much more, as if I don't want them to end, but I can never remember what they are.
Well, you're connected more to angelic realms. They're also giving you a relief of your stress here in the physical. So it's just you're allowing more of your power to come through. So it's just a lot of angelic. You can say there's a lot of Andromedan energies you're going. It just, you're just at a more, like I say, a blissful level, and you're hang out with friends, you can say.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. Maybe that's why I like it so much, because I was like,
Yeah.
I want this to last longer.
Well, his conversations are going on forever. They can only go on so long, though.
Oh, sweet. Any messages for me?
It's good to ground your energy. Sometimes it feels like you are connected to your power, but it feels like there's some grounding needs to be done in your root chakra.
Okay.
So So blessings.
Blessings. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Up next, we've got Lewis.
Hello. Sorry,
Yes.
I wasn't expecting that. Sorry.
Yes, greetings.
Okay, what's my questions? Okay, my first question is, today is the 4-year anniversary of my mum passing. I was wondering if there's any messages from her.
Oh, who is this?
From my mother.
Oh, your mother?
Lynn
Oh.
Stevens. Sorry.
Oh yeah, she's high as a kite, as she said. There's a lot of golden energy around her. There's also canine energies around her. And she is blessing your incarnation. She is around you, but she's not to interfere, of course. She's just there to support you in your decisions. And of course, if you ask her for assistance, she can't help there. So she's just helping you with youthful energies, keep you young, you can say.
That makes sense. Yeah, I have a golden Belgian Malinois, so golden canine energy is interesting.
Yeah.
But The second question is, can you sense what I've been doing in my dreams? Because it just feels like I've been going to different places. I wake up and it feels like I've been doing things. I've been living another life, but now I've just awoken here. You know, I don't know.
Yeah, there's a lot of canine. There's a lot of canines with you. Like you're in space. You're going to different realms, and it is kind of like it's kind of like a movie, but they're not saying which one it is. You're definitely going to different star systems. You have your canine friend with you. It could be your Mr. Fox. There's some, some dealings with this, or it's like there's some kind of work you have to do in the astrals so you can be more calm here. Yeah, it just has to do with like now's the time for it. Not saying exactly what it is, but it has to do. It's like something you can do now, and you're going to other star systems.
Upon waking, you can't remember everything that has been done. Maybe in this physical body, is it? You just can't remember.
You just go by what you feel from it.
Yeah, it's a different kind of memory. I don't know.
Yeah, they're just kind of keeping it kind of mixed up so you can't remember because it's a little bit too much, it seems.
Okay, I'll try to make sense of that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Blessings.
Hey, blessings. Up next, we got Tristan's questions. His first question, he says, my original guy, the one who's like a soulmate, but who has a lover and got very scared because of the intensity between us, is coming back into the picture. I've already turned the page. Should I turn back and dream of a future with him?
Not unless you want to, but it's good to. I mean, if you want to hear this person out, and it's okay to talk to them, but you don't necessarily have to bring that person back in your life if you don't want to. So that's up to you, of course. So, thanks.
Thank you. Second question. Are there any messages?
Let's see. Well, this seems goes to your first question, like you are clearing out some karma with this person. So it is good to at least listen. Not that you have to, it's like you've done this before in a previous life. Like you left and then you came back. So this is, I think you're in different genders or opposite gender. Yeah, there's a gender swap there going on. But either way, it's a karmic connection there. And like, yeah, you want to make the same mistake twice. So just the idea, just listening is good, and there's not much. That's okay though. So blessings.
Okay, blessings. Up next, we got Sahara's questions. Her first question, she says, was I ever married to the soul who was Frank Sinatra or a connection to him? And does he have a message for me, please?
It was somewhere in Sirius. There's probably other places too, but he was actually a nicer person. Not to say it was horrible here, but he had a lot of flaws here, but I feel like he was in more of a higher frequency, kind of like a knight, but you can say he was singing then to a certain level. He has been a bird being. You have seen him as a blue jay, or that's what one of his. It was like he would come by and start singing to everybody.
Okay, very nice. Her second question, a personal message for me from you. Thank you and blessings from Sahara.
You're connected to the energy like the Valentine energy, like Valentine's Day. So you're connected to the Cupid energy, and you probably feel some of that. So it's obviously, when you get hit by a Cupid's arrow, sometimes you fall in love with the wrong person or something happens there. But sometimes better being on the Cupid side than the human side. But you can probably remember some of that. So. And you've definitely been a mermaid, as you know. That seems to be coming through. So, blessings.
Good blessings. Up next, we've got Mary.
Greetings.
Yes, greetings.
I was like to ask a question about my spiritual gift of healing.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to go a little further in learning about it. Could you give me some information about that?
Yeah, Reiki would be good.
Okay.
It's a good start. You can do some basic Reiki, or you can go into other levels of it. It's wherever you. It's a good start, and feel also Buddhism. There's energy healing there, but you have to. Reiki is a good start, I could say. Buddhism. It was basically the power of meditation, you could say. But you know, I have to dive into that one anytime soon.
I wanted to let me ask a little bit about the Buddhists. I was drawn toward. I was listening to some information about the Buddhist mantras and the meditation,
Yes.
coincidentally, and I was extremely drawn and interested in it. And I did learn one of the mantras, and I did like it. So I was attracted to it. So it's not an accident that it was brought up to me.
Yeah.
So I'm surprised
So,
at all.
yeah, so it's then yeah, if you're comfortable with it, because it does get so it's like it's from another lifetime.
Exactly.
So yeah, connect to what attracts you, and it absorbed right into you because it is part of you. It's basically to help you balance yourself. So,
right.
So anything with Buddhism that you feel, it can be music, it can be, like I said, the mantras, whatever you choose will help you just relax more and clear out anxiety.
Okay, that sounds great. Is there any messages for my higher good that you could give me?
Just take your time with your healing processes. I don't know, part of you wants to go very quickly with it, but just take it day by day. Music is your healer, it seems. So
Okay, thank you. Blessing.
Okay, thank you. Up next, we got Galicia.
Greetings, Polaris. I would like to ask for my first question, what are my connections to Teal Swan? I have had some profound dreams with her. She pops into my dreams for years from time to time, but it's always like a pretty positive inside kind of mixed, but yeah. What do you see with if I have any connection with Teal Swan?
well, she's been a sister, but she's also been through like as you know, like a sacrifice situation. It's like you've been sacrificed together.
Interesting.
Like during Greek times. But she's been like a singer, kind of like a belly dancer, you can say.
Yeah, that kind of makes sense, because a lot of times it's interesting. I have like this love relationship with her. We're both female, but I have the male energy, and I'm kind of taking like care of her in some way. But the dreams are very, very like, it's like very loving, like very high frequency feeling between us. Like the level of recognition, like we see each other in the dream, and it's just wild. Yeah,
it's like this. Well, I mean, you switch roles. You've been in a similar role that she's in now. So it was on another planet though.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just someone that you connect to every now and then. So she seems to be choosy on who she connects with, as you can probably tell.
It's like one of those levels of recognition.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, it's not even like sexual. It's like that feeling of like, wow, this person, and
yes,
I recognize them. It's powerful. Okay, for my second question, I would like to ask about so many of my dreams. They always take place in Poland. Like I'm living, numerous lives, and in this life, just all the stuff happening here in America. It's just so confusing with like, where would it, am I meant to stay here? Would it by any chance be like moving to Poland on a freaking farm somewhere and having a garden? I just feel kind of torn. If you have any advice on like, do you see any paths or choices of moving somewhere?
Eventually, yes. Because the U.S., as you can say, is not getting any easier. So it's kind of turning into a bit of a war zone in some places. So yeah, Europe's been through this already. And yeah, it doesn't mean you have to go through it yourself. So most likely you'll find when you'll know the time. You'll know when it's time to go. So
okay. Yeah, it's confusing. I feel like I just don't belong on this planet, but I know I do. I'm here for a
Yeah,
reason.
but there's experiences that you don't necessarily have to go through them. So
Yeah.
all right, blessings.
Blessings. Thank you very much.
Yep, definitely. Not my timeline. All right. Well, up next we've got Christie.
Greetings.
Yes, greetings.
Hi, so my first question, I'm wanting to ask, what is mine and Steve's mermaid energy connection? Because I've seen that as kind of dancing around underwater together as mermaids.
That's the time of Atlantis. This little Marian connection feels like it's more Atlantean though. I would say like more the early times of Atlantis. But you didn't really know fully what this world was at that time. So you're just here to have a good time. It's kind of like you found this world on accident. It doesn't seem like you came from Sirius to the, like you went from one ocean to this ocean.
So we're just having kind of some fun, like swimming around and
Yeah,
kind
it
of
looks like,
innocent.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And then my second question I wanted to ask, did Steve and I have a hybrid child in astral last night or the night before? Because I just kind of was wondering if that.
Yes, but I see that there's 3 hybrid children, not just one. One might have just made itself known, but I feel like there's 2 others though. I feel like there's 3 altogether. One does feel feline, the other one feels like a gray. The third one's not making itself clear.
Oh, really?
Might be
Okay.
a
So
Syrian. Feels like a Syrian.
Syrian. Yeah. Okay. Alrighty. Thank you.
Yes, blessings.
Okay, blessings. Up next we've got Andrew.
Thank you. Greetings.
Greetings.
What's my connection with Polaris?
This is an energy being, Tesla connection. Just basically working with energy on a higher level, just basically knowing how to use it. Just basically sending that energy out to the universe and other worlds. So it's just, maybe not too exciting, but just seeing what kind of powers you have.
Cool. My other question is, I've been wondering about animals that are in zoos here. I don't know if that's a thing in other planets or if that's a earthly thing, but what can you tell us about their soul contracts to do that and what their experience is, I guess, if you have any messages about that?
Well, humans are kind of in their own cages also.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, as the animal, some of them, they chose that, but also to put themselves on. Some of them do have egos. They want all the attention. Hey, look at me. So, but some do want others to learn about. It's different for every animal. Some want to be there. They get fed. They don't mind. But others are out there against their will. So it's basically the human experience as an animal. Like I said. Yeah, it's kind of slavery to some level, but they are taken care of to a certain level.
Right.
So.
Cool. Thank you. Blessings.
Thank you. Up next I have Heather's questions. She says, greetings. What is the significance of the CERN event tomorrow?
Nothing to worry about. It's they're testing things, but it's not testing there are open up portals, but not, it shouldn't. Well, down the line it might cause some trouble, and that has to do with the main timeline. So the event is kind of uneventful, but it can cause some issues for your main timeline, but there's not much I wouldn't worry. There's not much you can do about it. It's not going to be the end of the world or anything, but it is bringing in a new energy, though.
Okay, thank you. Her second question. Also, do you have any messages surrounding my mom? Thank you for your wonderful guidance.
We just have to connect it the best we can. She's a fairy energy. She's been on this world previous lifetimes as a very old. She's lived very old, like almost like 100 years old in her previous life. So this is. I don't think she's doing that in this life. But she knows this world very well. Blessings.
Okay, blessings. Up next, we've got Braden's questions. His first question, he says, "Greetings, Polaris. Thank you for coming in tonight. Do you have any messages for me?"
No, just focus on your good luck. Focus on just creating timelines, but you can just do good luck vibration, and of course, focus on what you want to bring into your environment. Thanks.
Okay, thank you. His second question: are there any other messages for me from yourselves of the tall whites I am working with? Thank you and blessings.
Tall whites are proud of your dedication with them. It does help the human race. Basically, the idea is helping any human race for that matter. So it's just, obviously the tall whites aren't perfect, but, they're learning from humanity. They have worlds similar to this themselves. Not exactly, but they have worlds that are difficult, and, they feel like they're giving humanity here a hand. So, blessings.
Okay, blessings. Up next, we got Dragon.
Hello, how you doing?
Yes. Doing well.
Hey, so what was going on with all that in Las Vegas recently with the ship that supposedly landed in someone's backyard, and now they apparently got some photos of it from, I guess the beings kind of crash landed, got out, laid around a bit or something, or looking around, got on a roof, got on a bulldozer or something, and then took off again. They were like going in and out of visibility.
Yeah, there's a shadow government presence there. You say they knew about it, and they're kind of testing the waters. That was a real being, though. Now, is the footage accurate? It's another story, but there was an actual being there. So you can say they are testing the waters of, not that they're rushing into anything. It's kind of like they're sharing like Skywalker Ranch with the rest of the world. It's kind of like a Skywalker Ranch type being. It's not exactly, but it's similar. So, blessings.
All right. Cool. My second question is, what's gonna come of the disclose? Like, is there anything new that seems to come in energy-wise related to the disclosures that are happening from the guy who used to work for the military intelligence? That's
Oh, the guy is this the person that's been talking about it recently?
Yeah.
They were talking about. Yeah, I think it was. Well, first of all, it was Skinwalker, not Skywalker. Sorry, Skinwalker from the first question. Yeah, he knows. He doesn't. I don't think he's actually seen. Well, he knows about it, but I don't think he's actually seen these things. He might say it doesn't like he's actually seen it, but he knows what's going on. So there is intelligence agencies around him. Yeah, you can say he's talking from a script. So, yeah, it doesn't mean they're going to do any actual disclosure. They're just testing the waters out. So, see what it would look like. What would be the public reaction? Always seeing them. So, but it is like they're infiltrating the disclosure movement, though, with him and some others. So,
the public reaction is blah.
Exactly.
All right. Well, thanks. Much love.
Hey, thank you. And thank you again, Arcturians and Archangel Michael. Blessed this evening is me.
Yes.
My father, for my first question, he's going into surgery for a hernia. Does his mother in spirit or his guides have any healing messages that would be good for him to hear for making better decisions going forward?
Well, this is teaching him to take it more easy on himself. So it shows his body slowing down. And so the thing is, his mind isn't taking it easy. His mind is still very active, as you can see. And eventually it will get more calmer and kinder. It's not quite there yet. So you can say his body's kind of had enough a little bit. So
yeah, he's retiring next year. You see him enjoying his retirement a little bit more and toning it down.
Well, as long as he stays busy. If he doesn't stay busy, his clock's gonna be all messed up.
He's got his ham radio. He's got his hobby, but I don't know
Okay.
if he's gonna need more than that. I mean,
Yeah, I
he could be
think
on his radio all day.
I feel like it might need a little bit. I mean, it'll be okay at first, but it feels like he needs to do other things, like fix things around the home or something.
Yeah.
Because he's
got an
so
itch for that. Yeah.
yeah, he's just used to the you know how it is with him. He's used to a
Mhm.
certain rhythm, and he just
Yeah, that's why
halts
he's
things.
kicking me out after the summer so he can start his construction project on
Yeah.
the attic up here.
Yeah, well, that's good as long as he keeps busy.
Right.
Because if he doesn't, it's so he should be okay.
All right.
He does
Sounds
that.
good. All right. Thank you for that. My second question. I had a sort of conscious breakthrough this week on moving energies through my body, primarily how my left eye is directly tied with the attitude that I assume at the moment. And when I fully open and expand it, blockages like they release effortlessly. However, when my focus lets up and I goes back to like a default setting, and I'm like thinking a belief system that I hold is keeping me, reverting back to my default closed setting. So, do I just need to keep pushing through until it shifts permanently, or is there something to realize that would make it much easier to open?
Well, yeah, you can keep pushing through. It's just sometimes you want to get ahead of yourself, or just go easy on it.
Easy, but yeah, it feels like I'm like got to stay ahead of the wave, or else it'll swallow me up and eat me alive.
Well, then, continue to stay ahead of the wave. Then your body will eventually adjust to it. The rest of you will adjust. It might take a while, though. Maybe a couple months from what it seems like.
I see.
But just continue to do that. Do what feels best. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I'm feeling that, and I was getting like the feeling of October and some sort of finality.
Oh, no. I feel like it'd be sooner than that.
Oh, really?
You'll probably still do it to a certain level, but it won't be as 2 months should be enough. You'll know by 2 months at least.
Right. It feels like something like maybe experiences or something to keep me because like my baseline frequency seems to keep me in this setting where it makes it more harder than it needs to be. So I think maybe a change of scenery or something like that. So
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and that'll find you eventually. So,
all right, sounds good. Thank you
All
very
right.
much, Polaris. Much love.
All right, see you, man. Blessings.
Blessings.
All right, blessings.